Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I thought I'd try a challenge. So today I'm taking iconic color palettes from iconic characters and trying to see if I can turn them into new characters. This first drawing kind of defeats the whole purpose of the video because I didn't take it from a character. I just took it off of a random color palette on Google, but it still follows the same limiting rule. This was definitely more of a warm-up than the others. It took the least amount of time, but it was definitely my favorite out of all of them for sure. I went for the whole kind of mad scientist Frankenstein kind of vibe with the outfit and the character design, and I think the colors reflect that pretty well, along with the big jar that she's standing on. I do think my intentions lie other than the Frankenstein vibe, because I miss Halloween. I understand that at the point of making this video and recording voiceover, it's February. But I love Halloween. I love the vibes. I miss it so much. And I think this art is a good way to reflect that. I did something different with this art piece that I haven't really done before, but I picked it up from a different artist. I did 2 sketches instead of 1, so when I did the line art, it would be really clean and I'd really know where stuff goes, because usually my line art stage takes way longer because I'm almost just figuring stuff out as soon as I get to line art instead of already having it beforehand. Coming up is definitely my favorite part of this for sure. I think these colors are just so appealing for this first one. I did kind of mix the white and the red though to get a different tone, because I said I wouldn't be straight up mixing them, but I'm using them to shade each other. So I did break my rule, but it's my rule, so I can break whatever I want. There's one thing I really like about this. It's definitely the clothing. I kind of struggle with clothes folds, and I think I did it actually okay this time because I already had my color palette chosen out, so I didn't need to choose them myself, so that kind of took a harder part of the process away. If there is one thing I struggled with in this, it's the you can't really see it here, but in the jar I had so much trouble with the brain, but I loved how this came out. The color palette I got for this next drawing was from Princess Daisy from the Mario games. I was trying to make the new design that I was making very different from the original character, and I think I achieved that, but you know what I didn't achieve? Something I'm proud of. I don't like this at all. Murphy's Law, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. I think the sketch for the body was okay, but the face looked really weird, the head shape. By the way, the reference for where I got the ray gun reference is at the bottom of the screen if you want to check that out. I found it on Pinterest. But everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. The colors, I did the biggest mess up, I think, and then I didn't have the motivation to fix it because I didn't like it so much. This big mess up in question is I tried to treat the colors in this like I treated the colors in the first drawing. I tried to shade them with each other, which didn't really work. For the first one it worked because they were all different shades and hues of the same color for the clothing. In this one, I was trying to shade white with blue and white with yellow and yellow with brown and brown with tan, and it was not looking all right. I'm just gonna admit it. It made the colors really murky, and then I just gave up once I got to the shoes. Just like anything, there are aspects of it that I do like. I think it's just when we started coloring where everything went wrong. But as you can see with the line art, nothing looks crazy whack. I think the line art was pretty good. I think it was nice. It's such a waste that I messed up so bad with the rest of it. Maybe someday in future I'll do a redraw. I was so dreading finishing it. I was actually doing anything to avoid finishing this. The little red hearts in the corner. The doodling, I was avoiding it like, I don't know. I hated this one. So far it looks nice, but just wait till we get to the colors and everything goes bad. While this design did kind of go down the drain, I do like the concept, even if I not only had trouble with the colors, but had trouble with picking them, and had trouble with shading them, and had trouble with everything. I might go back to the kind of futuristic vibes that came in this one. This was not great. This final drawing, I got the color palette from Daphne from Scooby-Doo. This one genuinely might be one of my favorite drawings ever. Definitely not on the same level as like the Mad Scientist, but it's up there. I think it's just so fun. I love like the scene look. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do the scene look with like this very bright, happy, preppy color palette, but I think I managed to pull it off okay. I think all of the colors go really good together. Even if this turned out really nice, like in the end, I still had a lot of trouble with the face. Whenever I'd turn like the sketch opacity down, I'd look at the line art and it would just look crazy, and the face would look so whack, and I did not know how to fix it, and I kept redrawing the right eye, and I redrew it like 12 times, not in the time lapse, but I feel like such a little doofus for not even knowing how to like do a face from any angle that isn't just straight on staring into the camera, giving it the death stare. Other than the eye trouble, I did have another problem. I was drawing and I realized it looked really familiar, and I was struggling to put my finger on it until I realized this is literally just Nimona. This is a recolored Nimona. And I do eventually like get rid of like the mullet part, and that makes it look even like more like her. I can't like unsee it, but at least I had fun. I had so much fun making this. The like coloring and the line art, I don't think there was a single part of this that I didn't enjoy. The rendering was especially fun, and I breezed through it because I was kind of dreading it because I thought it would take forever, but then once I got there, it wasn't awful at all. It was really fun, and I had a good time. And in the end, I was so proud of this. It's one of my favorite things I've ever made. It was really fun to make, and I'm just glad I could make something I liked even with the limitations of color palette. That's it for this video. See you whenever.